You don't put butter in your cereal?
Sometimes.
Jonesy and Ray, just wondering.
Welcome back to Just Wondering podcast, where we will surprise each other with whatever topics come to mind. We literally know nothing and have made a rule to never research. So buckle up.
We're your hosts. I'm Jones.
And I'm Ray.
And Ray, I was just wondering, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Yes? Why?
Goes in a bun. Isn't it just like a small submarine sandwich?
I never thought of it like a submarine sandwich before.
But it's like a sub bun, isn't it? Like sometimes we make subs on hot dog buns. I don't buy hot dog buns, actually. Sometimes I put like 6 hot dogs into a hamburger bun, though.
6 hot dogs? What kind of hamburger buns do you have?
Well, when you get, the small wieners, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then you get like the bun like this, and you can line them all up.
6 seems like a lot, though.
I mean, okay, I only did it once, to be fair, and it was at a barbecue when I was wasted. And I brought my own veggie dogs with me to the barbecue because I didn't know if they were going to have food for me, and they didn't. And I cooked them all. I was like, but I didn't bring buns. And Clodagh told me, why don't you just put them in a hamburger bun? And I just lined them all up. And she's like, I didn't mean all of them.
I feel like this is an age-old question. Like, I just really wonder, in the technical world of sandwiches, would it be considered a sandwich? I do also think that it's a sandwich because it's something in between 2 pieces of bread. Would that define a sandwich?
I think it does.
Because I think we're agreeing that hot dog's a sandwich.
Nicole reminded me when we e-transfer, the question I always ask, is a hot dog a sandwich? And I just hit send and hope she knows what I put. I didn't remember what I thought.
The answer has been yes, which is like thankful that I knew that, because otherwise I wouldn't be receiving my money. I guess like there would only be 2 answers. Yes, no. I guess you could put maybe.
Do you get to try multiple answers?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would have got it.
But now I set up auto deposit, so I don't get questions anymore as of like last week.
But I love getting the questions because sometimes it's like a quiz. One time you sent me money before we were supposed to go to Thailand, and you said, what is our first stop on the trip?
What country are we going to first?
And then you didn't even go with me to Thailand. And I think to this day, I'm like, Thailand? Like, I don't know.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I actually changed it because I was getting a bunch of e-transfers and Maggie gave me a question and I couldn't answer it. Who loves you? And I thought it was like Maggie, but the answer was like Marge bitch or something. I would never guess that.
That's good though.
But I mean, like, hot dog's a sandwich. I'm glad we're on the same page. I was just wondering, is cereal a soup? And I ate cereal today. Didn't crack my tooth this time, thank God.
Okay, I was like, I thought you weren't gonna eat cereal anymore.
I bought Cheerios because I didn't want to eat the other one that betrayed me, Harvest Crunch, which typically is my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, and then I have the giant box because I bought it at Costco and I only ate 1 bowl.
If you're never gonna eat it again, I will happily accept that as a gift.
I'll do a drive-by throwing of cereal. But yeah, do you think cereal's a soup? Like food and liquid, you eat it in a bowl?
Milk's not really broth, though.
But why not?
I don't know. Like water's not broth, but it is a liquid.
Is that the definition of a soup? Like it has to have a broth? I think that cereal would be a soup because you can have cold soup like gazpacho. Is that what it's called?
I don't know how to say that word. Don't ask.
I think that's what it's called. And like that's a cold soup. So
you can have cold soup.
But that's not a
stew.
It's
a soup, though.
You don't think so?
No.
I actually don't even usually eat cereal that often because I typically don't eat breakfast. I've just been thinking when I was eating today, I was like, this is like soup. I'm like trying to find the Cheerios in the milk, the same way you try to find like the noodles if you're having like chicken noodle.
But what about like blended soups? You're not looking for anything when you're eating it.
I never thought about that.
I eat a lot of blended soups. I like them kind of like thick and creamy.
that is just such an interesting topic. Like, who knows? Or like, is that just a weird question? And then people don't usually think about that.
I don't think it's a soup.
So we're divided on this topic.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
No, not
We
usually.
usually agree. I think soup typically has more than 2 ingredients. Have you had a soup that only has 2 ingredients ever before?
I don't know. I've never made a soup before. I guess the closest thing to my own soup that I make is chili and
That's
cereal.
honestly also a good one. Like, is chili a soup? I feel like it's more like a soup than cereal.
That's probably true, and it depends because some chili is like more watery, but it might be more like a stew.
That's true.
But is a stew just a different kind of soup? Like, would soup be the umbrella term, and stew would fall under that umbrella?
Stew and chili and cereal are all under the soup umbrella. Oh, I don't think
Yeah.
cereal is.
Well, you can think that, and I'll
But
think.
yeah, because I think some soups are very, very thick, like the way that chili is thick. And sometimes you puree like half of it, so you still have the chunks in the other half, and then you mix it all back together. So it's like chili, kind of. I recently made a beer and cheddar soup.
What else did it have in it if not just beer and cheddar?
It had butter.
You don't put butter in your cereal?
Sometimes. Yeah, but it was really, really delicious. So if you guys also want that, you can ask me for the recipe.
I would love
I'll
that.
send it in. I eat cereal with yogurt, so it's for sure not a soup.
Yeah.
And also, like, my grandfather used to put blueberries in milk with sugar. Is that also a soup then? Yes, I haven't had that since I was probably like 10, but I'm probably going to do it now. Now that I remember. Now that I
Gonna do
remembered it. You know what
I don't
I
do
do? Put in my cereal.
Applesauce.
Yeah, I put applesauce in my cereal.
Not with milk, right? Just
No,
yogurt.
with yogurt, I do. So so imagine this, right? You have your Harvest Crunch cereal,
Mhm.
and you add your yogurt, and you add your applesauce. Sprinkle cinnamon on top, and it's like you're having cold apple crumble.
I was
with
just gonna say
vanilla
that.
ice cream for breakfast every day. It's delicious.
All right, fine. I'll try it.
I guess so. Before we go, I was just wondering, what are you drinking today?
Oh, no surprise on this one. Trusty, handy dandy, Miller Lite. Guess what,
Alright.
Rachel?
What? It's
Miller
Miller
time.
time.
What are you drinking?
Also, not a surprise, a Great Lakes Brewery beer.
Oh,
Octopus Wants to Fight.
that one's so funny. I love the can.
I love the can too.
Yeah,
And I love to fight.
you do love it.
You look good.
Thanks. Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess we really want to hear from you guys about whether you think that a hot dog is a sandwich, number one. Number
And
two,
is cereal a soup?
you can follow us on Instagram at just.wondering.podcast, or you can email us with the answer at justwonderingpodcast.ray@gmail.com. Can't wait to hear from you.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.